So yeah, next question, Scott Parker. S. boulaedii is a yeast. This is a little confusing. James previously mentioned certain types of probiotics to purchase dependent on whether you're breastfed, etc. Could you ask him to clarify on the next live a full guide into brand, type, and practice consuming? Scott, so I saw this question before I went on actually because I added a few questions towards the end. Um, yeah, so Scott, just go in the, I don't know if it's go in the top right. I don't know if that's the right way. It might be a backwards camera. Go in the top right, that little magnifying glass at the top, search probiotics, and I've gone over the best strains of probiotics and what to have if you've been breastfed and not. So just because I tested it before this call, I just search bar at the top, type in probiotics, and the Natron probiotics was the brand that I like. Well, the ones that I actually saw results with, they are yeah, high quality. So the Natron probiotics are the ones to go for. If you wasn't breastfed as a child, you can add in the Life Start probiotics. Um, yeah, so the Natron probiotics are great, and then also if you search probiotics as again on a different post, I've also mentioned VSL number 3. So if you haven't been breastfed, you can get the Natron Life Start, and then you can get the Natron capsules or powders, depending on whether yeah, you get loose stools or you get solid stools. It's all in that post. Then if you want to get all the probiotics in one, obviously not being breastfed, have the Life Start, and then you can get the lacto acidophilus and bifidose strains all in one as well, with something called VSL number 3, which I've also put on the Ultimate Fibre Forum. So yeah, take your pick. And yeah, the first part of that question, you said Saccharomyces boulardii is a type of yeast. It doesn't make sense why you'd be consuming it. Saccharomyces boulardii is a type of yeast that eats away at, like, if you've got candida infections, it can eat away at candida. Just look at the studies for Saccharomyces boulardii. It is beneficial for one, introducing if you've had probiotics. No, sorry. Excuse me. Saccharomyces boulardii is very good for introducing after you've had antibiotics, but then it's also studies have shown it's good for eating stuff like candida, and it is actually a probiotic that helps kill off the bad guys. So that's why I recommend Saccharomyces boulardii. Yes, it's a type of yeast, but you can get good yeast and bad yeast, and the Saccharomyces boulardii is a very good yeast. Hopefully my live's still working all right. It says close other applications. So sorry about that. Just to clarify, Scott. Yeah, search bar at the top, search probiotics. There's the Natron brand that I really like, and then there's VSL number 3. If you wasn't breastfed, you can have the Life Start probiotics for a period of time, and then if you want to get them all in one, not including the Life Start, you can go VSL number 3, or you can get them all Natron as well. Oh, and a full guide for the best practice consuming. Mr. Qenda says the best time to have probiotics is half an hour after having the Qenda. But if you're having the Qenda, having your breakfast, then going to work, and it doesn't suit your schedule having the probiotics after the Qenda and before your breakfast, just get them in when you can. The Saccharomyces boulardii, you just have that with meals. So you can have your Qenda and then the Saccharomyces boulardii with your breakfast, and then ideally you'd wait 30 minutes after having the Qenda, then drink your probiotics, and then wait 15 minutes just for it to leave your stomach, then have your breakfast. But if, like I said, if that doesn't suit your schedule, just have the probiotics on an empty stomach after your breakfast, before your lunch, or after your lunch before your afternoon meal, anytime on an empty stomach basically. You just don't want to be having the probiotics 2.5 hours before the Qenda, because if you think about it, if you're drinking the probiotics and then that's going down into your stomach, and then you're drinking the Qenda, that can actually catch up with the probiotics and gobble them up. So any time after the Qenda is absolutely fine, after half an hour basically, and half an hour after consuming the Qenda is the best time to take the probiotics. And then I've gone into detail, like with written posts, if you use the search bar at the top, mate.